now we have the 4th of July festival. It's going to be epic. Not only are we going to have horse racing, but we're going to have fireworks downtown. There's talk of having live music on Ellsworth Jones Place. Saratoga is just the place to be. I think we kind of showed the world, the nation, that we can have these big concerts.
Right.
We can host people. So I expect 4th of July to be just as fun.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten your hotels, make sure you book them. There's so much to do. Take a day trip to Lake George.
Right. You don't have to be in if you want to, still do normal 4th of July stuff and get to the lake, Saratoga Lake.
Totally. Go to Spa State Park.
Yeah.
You can grill. You can do a hike. I mean, there's so much to do 4th of July weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Welcome to the Destination Saratoga All Access Podcast, brought to you by Discover Saratoga. Here is your host, Mackenzie Zarzicki.
This podcast takes you behind the scenes with the people shaping Saratoga County's vibrant culture, rich history, and thriving community. This episode is sponsored by Finney Design Group. Welcome back to the Destination Saratoga All Access Podcast. This is After Hours with Saratoga Living. I'm here with Natalie Moore, the editor of Saratoga Living. How are you?
I am recovering from Belmont.
Yes, same.
Yes.
Did you go all 4 days?
No, I went Wednesday. I went too hard Wednesday. And then I went on Saturday, and I was there in the morning, just after the rain, before the crowds. And then it got so busy.
Yeah.
Everyone, you looked outside, and the lines outside at 3 p.m. because the rain
nuts.
was done. Yeah.
I showed up right in between 2 and 3, and the line wasn't that bad, but it was definitely packed.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. There were some celebrities there.
Who did you witness?
Terry Bradshaw.
Yep.
Jason Worth.
Yep.
He was there. And my father-in-law got a picture with him, actually.
I thought you were going to say your father-in-law was one of the celebrities.
No. Sorry, Don. I spoke to my friend Ramon Dominguez again. Who else was there? Obviously, Dave Portnoy. Did not see him, though.
Yep. I'm
Anyone
trying to think
else?
if I heard of anybody else, but they had a famous person sing New York, New York.
Yes.
Who I didn't know.
Mark Tremonti.
From Creed?
From Creed. New York, New York. I had to watch it on the TV. I couldn't even get close enough. It was a mob scene up there right before the Belmont race went off.
Yeah. I can't even imagine trying to get up there.
Did you go anywhere afterwards?
My friend has a backyard Belmont watch party.
Nice.
Down East Ave, so I just walked over there.
That was smart.
And had free food and drinks.
Oh, that was smart. We attempted to go to the Horseshoe, and the line,
oh my God,
both doors was wrapped around the block.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I hope they had a really successful time. I could hear the music going. Ciro's, same thing.
And I heard downtown was really, really busy also.
It was. We ended up driving downtown, and we got into Seneca. There was 1 2-seater left. I think it was 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I had the best filet mignon. Wow. And then I went home. I was asleep by 10:30. It was a great day.
Yeah.
Great day. Did you go to Belmont on Broadway?
Yeah. Yes.
That was a showstopper.
Yes. Yeah. Really fun.
I definitely think we had more attendance this year than last year.
Really? I had asked Jessie that, and she was like, we think it's more. We're not exactly sure.
Yeah,
but
the police never confirmed that I'm aware of head count. But
it's so
when
hard to...
I left, so I had my kiddos with me, and we left right before Gin Blossoms.
Yeah.
We were right by the stage, and we walked all the way down to the Bluebird Spa City Motor Lodge.
Yep.
People were all the way down that way.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I took a right to go up that street to go back towards my office where I parked, and I could not believe how many people were out and about.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow. Yeah. I was at Coat Room inside,
Ooh.
not paying attention to the concert. I'm not quite sure why, but that was the day I went to the track all day.
Oh, yes.
So I was pretty amped up.
Yeah, you were. Did you go on the rooftop? Was that open?
It was open, and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I have no explanation for my actions this week.
Sounds like you had a good time. All right, Natalie, you bring the tea.
Yes,
What's happening in Saratoga?
I come bearing 27 Saratoga businesses that are opening, closing, or switching gears.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this is a story that ran May 31st in Saratoga Living After Hours, and I think we can link in the bio. And if we forgot anything, feel free to comment on this video if we missed anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so now open. Philly's on Phyla.
Oh, it opened.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, really cool in there. Yeah, it's really clean and beautiful in there. They did a really good job.
Yay.
And they are serving pizzas, wood-fired pizzas, and small plates and salads and shareables.
Yum.
Have you been to Glisten?
No.
Okay, Glisten is this like dance-inspired fitness studio. She's a former dancer from New York. And during COVID, she just started doing like online classes. And it's like kind of like the one I did was like kind of like Pilates, but with like jazz fingers.
Jazz fingers.
But they do other, that one's called Sculpt, but there's other types of classes that
Very
are more
cool.
like, yeah.
Where is it? A studio in Saratoga?
Yep, it's across from Artisanal Brewworks.
Okay.
Out, I
Maple
guess it's
Ave?
technically Wilton, yeah.
Very nice. I
very
have to
fun.
try it. I've got
Yes.
some good spirit fingers.
There's a
Jazz
few. There's a few gyms that have opened up that I didn't
Really?
quite do those type of. I'm trying to think of the other one, but I don't know. Okay,
Umi. Yes, that's over by Great Tanks.
yes, and they're doing ramen and poke bowls and boba tea.
Yay.
Yes, and the inside looks so cool. It's like you go upstairs and there's like different levels you can eat on
Oh, that's so cool.
in this like wooden frame. It's very cool.
That is so cool. And usually they're rice noodles, so I can eat
Ooh,
it.
There you go. Yeah,
Love.
I haven't looked at their vegan options, but I've just seen pictures and it looks really awesome. The Innovation Center at Saratoga is the new like makerspace studio in Malta, which I think they're having their grand opening like this month.
Very
It's been
cool.
like soft opened for a while. That's open, and then Vessel. Have you walked down there?
I have not, but I've heard about Vessel.
Yeah, so Vessel is by the owners of Saratoga Clay Arts Center, which is out towards Schuylerville.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like Pottery Store, so you don't have to drive
Yes.
all the way out there. It's on
Yes.
Henry Street.
It's all coming back to me now, so you
Yes.
can buy the pottery. Yep.
Yep. Brescia Salon, located on Woodlawn Ave.
Okay.
Those are the new ones that are now open.
Now, here's a quick message from our sponsor. Finney Design Group is a multidisciplinary architecture, interior design, green building consulting, and construction management firm with a focus on sustainable and environmentally responsible construction methods. The group is headquartered in a sustainable green building located on the corner of Beekman Street and Grand Ave in the historic Dublin neighborhood of Saratoga Springs. Also known as the Beekman Street Arts District, they're actually located right above the local, one of my favorite Irish pubs or taverns in Saratoga Springs. From architecture to interior design, landscape design to land use analysis, urban planning to rural planning, Finney Design Group has a long and accomplished track record of coordinating projects from the design phase through completion and construction, all while maintaining environmentally friendly standards.
Now closed. This is the sad news. DeAndrea's. Luckily, they are still open at their Gansevoort location. So
Okay.
if you want DeAndrea's pizza, you can still get it. It's just not on Caroline Street anymore.
We have to pivot for a sec. Have you been to Salvato's in Gansevoort?
No, I don't. Gansevoort is a far off land.
It's still Saratoga County, baby.
Oh, the new one.
Yes.
Yes. That the Wandering Food Dude opened.
Yes, JD. JD
Yes, I
Salvato.
interviewed them, but I have not been.
Amazing. So
Really?
I have heard that place is packed all the time and there's a wait for a table because
Really?
it's that good.
Yeah.
He is amazing. He catered my son's second birthday and it was the best barbecue. We were talking barbecue earlier. He makes a great brisket. So Gansevoort.
Wow. Speaking of barbecue, people are thinking that PJ's Barbecue SA is closing because they haven't really made a decision. They haven't reopened after being closed for the winter.
Yeah, I heard that.
So that would
That's
be
such a shame. They
very
have
sad.
really, really good food.
Yeah. Two others on Broadway that closed. They were near each other down towards the in the Algonquin building. The beef jerky store. Yeah.
No way.
And the Mind Body Spirit Shop, which they just moved all their stuff to their Colony Center location.
Got it.
So that's another one that's not totally closing. And I think the beef jerky place is a chain. I think there might be
Yeah.
one in Lake George.
I think it is a chain. They had really good jerky.
Okay, opening soon. Actually,
Yay.
when I wrote this, it was opening soon, and this place actually opened yesterday, I heard. Old World Gourmet Market in Wilton.
Oh, yes. That's in the Pier 1.
Yes.
They just had their ribbon cutting yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I talked to the owner, Maria. She and her husband are opening it, and they are also opening an outpost in the Algonquin building on Broadway.
Ooh, very nice.
So that's in the works now, and they have plans to dominate the capital region. Like they want to open in Clifton Park and Stuyvesant Plaza, and
nice.
Wilton will be the main location.
What is it that they sell?
like specialty foods. Like I think they'll have like
Okay.
prepared food. Like they'll make stuff at the Wilton location. And
Daryl was saying that. They're
send it to
supposed to have like Long Island bagels.
Yes.
They're going to bring water from Long Island
Oh, really?
to make authentic Long Island bagels.
Wow, that would be awesome.
They better have something gluten-free.
I know.
I love bagels.
And vegan, please.
You can eat bagels, right?
Not Uncommon Grounds. They put an egg wash on. Oh. So some places have vegan
But we
bagels.
love Uncommon
Yes.
Grounds.
I still go there every day. But okay, opening soon. Pedal and Hive, the
Yes.
shop from Balsam Spa.
Yep.
They're moving up here.
Also to the Algonquin building, right?
Yes.
I
Yep.
think they opened.
Did they?
I
Okay.
believe so.
Cool. The Counter at 5 Points. Have you heard of this?
Oh, is that over where 5 Points Deli
Yeah.
used to be? Thank God, because that's been vacant for a little while.
Yeah, so it's the owners of Airstream Catering
Oh,
Co.,
cool.
who are like beloved in town. I haven't
Yay.
been over there, but they did like a soft open. The breakfast sandwiches looked really good.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, here's a quick message from our sponsor. I want to take a moment to talk about the Coat Room, Saratoga's best kept secret and speakeasy. Tucked away on Broadway, the Coat Room brings a cozy, intimate vibe with handcrafted cocktails, gourmet bites, and top-notch service. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or just starting for a big night out, this is your invitation to step back in time and dine in style. Hosting a celebration or special gathering, the Coat Room is also available for private events. No password needed, just follow the coats. For hours, menus, and upcoming events, visit thecoatroom.com.
Oh, here's one. Club Pilates is one of the new
Club
gyms.
Pilates.
That's a chain going into Wilton in the Target Plaza.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's over by my eye doctor. I was
And
over there today.
when I was looking into it, you have to be careful when you're booking a class. You have to choose, I think it says Wilton Square, because there is a location in Saratoga Springs, Utah.
Oh.
So you don't want to book
the wrong
the
place.
wrong class. We were talking about this earlier, Noah's, the Italian
Yes.
place that's been a long time coming.
I am so looking
Hopefully.
forward to this. Do we have a date yet?
I do not know a date.
Okay.
It's the process has been
Always up in the air.
Yes, so I don't want to say.
Mentioned this before the show, but Noah's the chef at Ciro's, correct? And they posted the most mouth-watering photo on Instagram over the weekend. It was like a seafood platter. I'm like dying to try
Yeah,
it.
no, I think he's known kind of for his seafood. Because I went to a 7-course seafood wine pairing dinner
Ooh,
at
like
Ciro's.
the 7 fishes kind of thing.
Yeah, last year. That was really, really awesome.
All right. Next time you get invited,
You can be my
can I
plus
be
one.
your plus
Yeah.
one?
Standard fare.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
I think they're aiming for July for that. I know
Awesome.
they posted that they were hiring.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the owners of Bocage opening across the street.
Yes. That's
Like
gonna
an
be
actual
awesome.
restaurant, because Bocage, they have some food, but this is like actual full kitchen.
Yeah.
And they're planning to like be open late. So like
Oh,
if you
great.
want food at 11 p.m.
Open
get
late. Did you know there's a new burger joint at Ice House?
You just ruined my... Oh, it's okay. Sorry.
Cut that out.
Coming soon.
She'll get it. Oh, I had it on Wednesday.
You did?
And they had a gluten-free bun, and it was
Yeah.
good. Like normally, gluten-free bread is terrible.
Yeah. They have a vegan burger and a vegan milkshake.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
We'll have to talk about that when you get to it.
No,
'cause
it's okay. We can talk about it now. We're talking about it now.
Herbie's.
Yes, Herbie's Burgers, which has been, I think they have like 6 locations in the capital region.
Yeah.
This is the 6th.
I heard it was a chain.
And it's a locally based chain. But
Yeah.
so they're operating out of Ice House Kitchen.
Yep.
Which is kind of bizarre, but
Kind of bizarre. I was there with my kids.
yeah. Right.
I had my kids.
Welcome
in a
to Ice
bar.
House,
Yeah,
kids.
right. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like I said, I got a gluten-free burger. The bun was gluten-free, obviously, and it was so good. I haven't had a lot of good gluten-free bread.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. They were fast. French fries were great. My kids got chicken tenders and a strawberry milkshake.
Did you order online? Or
No, I ordered right at the window on Wednesday.
during the day or at
Yeah.
night?
It was right before Belmont on
Okay.
Broadway, so it was like roughly 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
They timed their opening perfectly.
Yeah.
Like just for Belmont Week. And I
was
have
great.
some questions out to Nick, the owner. I'm waiting. I'm going to do a little story on that.
So great. And they're supposedly open late, which
Yes.
sparked the
Right.
thought.
Yeah.
I think he said 2 a.m. So that's great.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Chipotle.
Is that going to be over by Citizens Bank?
Yeah.
Okay,
Next
Pizza
to
Hut.
Dunkin' Donuts, yeah, Pizza Hut.
I'm actually very excited about that. I haven't eaten at a chain in a very long time. I love to support my Saratoga businesses, and the food I feel like is just next level here in Saratoga, but Chipotle is pretty healthy, I feel like.
Yeah, it's also in like prime location for me because I live south of the city,
Okay.
so I don't have to drive into
the
downtown.
city. Yep.
It's like,
It's close to me too. I live
Yeah.
over on the west side, so we come down that way a lot by the bunker. So that's
Yeah,
great.
it's right there.
And they have a lot of Mexican, is predominantly gluten-free, I feel like.
Yeah.
You can always get
right,
something.
anything, yeah. And then this one has been put on hold, but Alexi's at the airport is Alexi's Diner in North Greenbush is like one of the capital region's like favorite diners, and he submitted a proposal to open a new location at the Saratoga County Airport.
Oh, very
which they're
cool.
like completely redoing
Yes.
currently. But I talked to him and he was like, it's on hold for now, so like call me back in a few months. So that could be happening.
Very
But
cool. That
TBD.
airport is going to be gorgeous. Have you seen any of the renderings?
I saw the rent. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. And this restaurant will be open to the public because it's a private airport.
Yeah.
But people like locals will still be able to go eat there if it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. And then new owners, which I feel like I keep hearing about new owners everywhere I turn. Brianna Collins is the new owner of Tin and Lint.
Ooh.
She's like 28 or 29. She's
Good
awesome.
for her.
Yeah, she doesn't want to change anything. She wants to restore to its former glory.
Okay.
So like she doesn't want to make it modern. She wants to make it look like it's 1970 when it opened.
Oh,
and
wow.
I talked to her and the former owner who has been a bartender there since it opened in 1970, which is crazy. And he was like, yeah, there was 2 bars downtown when we opened.
That's amazing.
So that story is actually coming out.
That bar has
this weekend.
so much history.
Yeah. Yeah, really
Tin
cool.
and Lint, Caroline Street. Check it out.
Nicholas Byrne is a
I
former,
saw that.
yeah, I don't know how to say that.
Ostria, Danny.
Osteria.
It's one of the only things I think I could pronounce.
Okay. I never know if it's Osteria or Osteria.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe it's Osteria. I don't know. I always call it Ostria. I went there a couple weeks ago and it was so good.
Yeah.
And he greeted us.
Oh.
He came over to the table. He was very nice.
Awesome.
Great food.
Yeah. And then Esperanto has a new owner
Oh,
also.
really?
And I have not confirmed that it's RJ Burt, but I think it is. He wouldn't tell me.
Oh.
But I wrote a story about him a few years ago that we can also link to in this, which is I'm just going to bring it back because it's one of my favorite stories I've ever written. It's called the Saratoga's Late Night Hero, and it's like the person that feeds you boys at 2 in the morning and deals with all the drunk people. But when I published it, he was like, I saw him a few weeks later. He said, every third person who comes in here brings up that article.
That's awesome.
And he like is one to like not want the spotlight.
Yeah.
But we brought him the spotlight anyway.
That's so awesome, though. It's important to feed people late at night. And who wants to deal with drunk
Right.
people?
Right.
Not me.
But he has like the perfect like attitude towards it.
That's
He told me
great.
some really funny stories about
Oh, that's so great.
some off the record stories.
Yeah.
But and then down in Boston Spa, the Route 50 diner is
Okay.
right near my house, so I included it. And now it is going to be the Doubleday Diner and was purchased by a former server, Ashley Livingstone.
Very cool.
Yes. Okay. We're almost done.
Now, here's a quick message from our sponsor. Want to win 4 lawn tickets to Back to the Future in concert at SPAC? It's an epic family night with a live orchestra, DeLorean replica, face painting, games, and free ice cream. Here's how to enter. Send us the secret word time machine in a message on Instagram at Destination Saratoga Podcast.
New Groove.
Ooh,
This
what is that?
Places that have been around for a while that are now doing new things.
Okay.
Saratoga
Like it.
Chocolate Co.
Yes.
Have you been to their new cafe?
I did not, but some of my colleagues did when
Yeah.
they did their ribbon cutting. So they opened the big cafe in the marketplace. Awesome.
Yeah, right across the hall from
Yep.
the old spot. I don't know what's going into the old spot or if they're keeping it as like a
I'm not sure.
production.
But
I'll
that's
have to
really
check that out.
exciting for them.
Yeah. So now they have like expanded food offerings and you can get like a coffee and sit down, whereas it used to just be like a tiny little spot where you'd
Yeah.
order at a counter. So that's cool. Clancy's
Yes.
is in the midst of a $150,000 renovation.
Yeah, they're getting a kitchen, right?
Yep, they're getting a kitchen, so they'll have food and improving the bathrooms, which I'm always a fan.
Always a good thing.
And then lastly, Sarah's Kitchen. I don't know if you've been
saw
there
that.
recently, but they just announced that they are now offering a full table service layout with entree-sized options and cocktails. They got their full liquor license.
Very cool.
So, and when I talked to Sarah when she first opened, that was like always the goal. But she was like, it's just, her story is amazing. She's just like, opened this place on Broadway like just through sheer power of will, and she was like doing it herself, and now
Good for her.
she's partnering with Michael Blake, who has a ton of restaurant industry experience. You know, Sarah's an engineer by trade, so Michael
Okay.
brings like all of these good ideas.
That's great.
Making it happen.
I've
so.
tried to get in there a couple times for lunch, and it's always packed.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get a
Yeah,
table. So
it's really
that's
good.
exciting.
Yeah. And that story was written the end of last month, and since then we've heard of some other sad news. Dunning
yeah.
Street Station closing.
That one really stinks. Yeah.
Down towards Malta on
Yep.
Route 9. The Bread Baskets cake
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
And
They're going to be doing cake and cupcakes, though, at the original location.
Okay.
So, sorry.
which is what they were doing
Plain
before.
Fuzzies. Correct.
Okay.
So they'll still do that.
At the
which-
Spring Street location.
Correct.
Yep.
And they make good gluten-free cupcakes.
Oh.
Very good gluten-free cupcakes. So, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be back.
And then also Indulgence Bakery is looking to sell. So someone needs
saw
to
that
step
too.
up and
I know.
take
We
care
got
of
any good
Saratoga's
bakers?
bakeries.
So, speaking of bakeries, Sweet Mimi's just placed 7th in the USA Today's 10 Best for Best Cake Shop.
Wow.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
In the nation.
I feel like they're always like making national, like she was on Beat Bobby Flay.
She was.
Jeanette was. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She does such a good job, and everything I've eaten there is just out of this world.
Yeah. And they have
So
a vegan
good.
option, which you don't always find
Yeah.
for breakfast.
They also do gluten-free French toast.
Wow.
It's very good. My son and I shared it on Mother's Day.
Oh.
So good. And they have these epic iced coffees that she'll put like whipped cream and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you have to like get a table first. 'Cause
Yeah.
The line is
You
always.
have to get there early.
Yeah, like right when they open. Speaking of winning best in the country for stuff, I heard Saratoga
Yes!
just got something.
Saratoga Springs just placed 4th in the USA Today's 10 Best for Best Summer Travel Destination. That, to me, is such a huge honor. We were up against cities like Minneapolis, Philadelphia.
I mean, we were up against all the cities.
all
Right.
the cities, but on the top 10
Right.
list, it's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
So we're really, really proud of that. Let me pull up the rest of the list. We've won 3 awards this year with USA Today. Okay, so the most recent, we placed number 4 for Best Summer Travel Destination. We also placed number 7 for Best Small College Town. And we placed number 7 for Best Small Town Art Scene.
Oh,
So Saratoga is the place to be.
yeah. What could we place first in?
I don't know. Horse racing. No. I don't know. We just got to vote. We just need to get people to vote, and
Yeah.
we'll move
Oh,
up
I
in
didn't. It's a
ranks.
vote.
It's a vote. Yeah. So
Interesting.
So the authors at USA Today pick 20 places, and then they do a whole voting competition, and it runs for a few weeks, and then they close it, and then a couple weeks after that, they announce the winners.
Okay, so you at least have to be chosen for
You
the
have to
top
be
20,
chosen for the
and
top
then
20.
it's voting.
Yes.
There's a few restaurants that I know of that are coming, but
Okay.
I am not allowed to say. So keep an eye on Saratoga Living After Hours.
Yes.
So that you can be the first to know once I get the go-ahead
Yes.
to reveal all. Very exciting.
Speaking of Saratoga Living, I love your emails. I saw someone got married at the Belmont.
Yes. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was like planned at the very last minute. They were like gonna elope, or I don't know if you call it elope if you get married at the town hall.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
they were gonna do that on Saturday morning and then go to the Belmont. And they were like, yeah, why not do this? And then
That's so
they ran into
great.
Chad Brown the night before, and he's like, let's do it in the paddock. So it was really cool.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. What else did I see? Gavin Park had some upgrades.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Gavin Park, which apparently has like one of the best playgrounds. I don't have kids, so I don't know if
I
you've
got
ever
to
brought
check
your
it
kids.
out.
Yeah.
I haven't been there since I was a kid. So
Okay.
I got to check it out over in Wilton.
They have so much stuff. They have ice skating in the winter. I've
Yes.
gone there to play pickleball. I've gone there for the AIM Services Croquet on the Green fundraiser, which
Ooh.
is a riot. But they just got 2 new zip lines, one of which is ADA compliant.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, very
I love
exciting.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. What else? What other news have you dropped? There's been so much I can't keep up.
I have news swirling around in my brain and not enough fingers to type the
that's
stories.
so
There's just so
great.
much happening in Saratoga that it's a full-time job to
Yeah,
keep up,
totally.
let alone write about it. So
Oh,
yeah.
well, that's so exciting. It's such a good time to be here. I mean, it's always a good time to be here, but so much is happening. So much is changing, improving, upgrading.
Even in like the last 10 years that I've been, around, I feel like Saratoga is like leveling up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yesterday, we did a hard hat tour of AC Marriott.
Oh, yeah. Down on South Broadway.
Yeah. And they have a tentative open date of September. So we'll
Cool.
see. It's going to be very cool. I think she said they have like 120 or 122 rooms.
Yep.
It's one of those business type hotels where, you go and it's like not an express. It's definitely very high end, but it's focused on the business
People
clientele.
coming for it. Yeah. Speaking of hotels, the old St. Charles is reopening, I think in July, as the Ambler Hotel.
Where is that? Next to Thirsty Owl? Like in the same area as AC? I don't know where that is.
It's like between Thirsty Owl and Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't know exactly
yeah,
where.
I think it's like a motel, like the strip one.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot going on there.
Yeah. I think it's if you're going into town, I think it's on the left. So I think it's across the street from Thirsty Owl.
That's
pretty sure.
exciting. It's so nice to see some of these properties that, haven't been opened, reopen, all fresh, new.
And South Broadway, especially, that's kind of been like Broadway's been, thriving and built, people are building on Broadway, and to see development down there.
Yeah.
And the start of it, have you seen the green space called Sobro?
No,
Right
where's
near
that?
Dunkin' Donuts, right at the intersection of 50 and 9.
Oh.
This guy, Tom Denny, acquired a vacant lot that's been vacant for like 25 years and planted like 60 native plants. And now it's a
That's so
pollinator-friendly green space.
That's awesome.
To kind of serve as like the entryway to South Broadway.
Oh my God.
And he said there's like all of these species of bugs and birds and that are coming that
That's
you
so
wouldn't even
cool.
know were in Saratoga because we
That's
don't
so
have so much green
cool.
space. Yeah.
Well, that's great because my sister-in-law, Lisa, owns Nurture Green Salon Spawn
Yeah,
right
right
next
down there.
to Thirsty Owl. And her whole concept is about being good to the environment as well as yourself, obviously. So that's great. There's a lot of a healthy ecosystem down on South Broadway.
South Broadway's the new Broadway, maybe.
Yeah.
So
The 4th of July Racing Festival is taking place in Saratoga for the first time.
Is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It is Thursday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 6th at the racetrack.
Yep.
So this was the second year we held the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival. Now we have the 4th of July Festival. It's going to be epic. Not only are we going to have horse racing, but we're going to have fireworks downtown. There's talk of having live music on Ellsworth Jones Place. Saratoga is just the place to be. I think we kind of showed the world, the nation, that we can have these big concerts.
Right.
We can host people. So I expect 4th of July to be just as fun.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten your hotels, make sure you book them. There's so much to do. Take a day trip to Lake George.
Right. You don't have to be in if you want to, still do normal 4th of July stuff and get to the lake, Saratoga Lake.
Totally. Go to Spa State Park.
Yeah.
You can grill. You can do a hike. I mean, there's so much to do 4th of July weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think Naira is treating Thursday, July 3rd as like opening day, but they will be closing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then opening again July 10th through Monday, September 1st.
Regular season.
For the 40-day meet.
Yep.
So it's super exciting. And you can get your tickets online now. They have tickets, clubhouse, grandstand, general admission. Definitely something that you're going to have to check out. I'm going.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for coming. It's always great to see you. The sun is shining.
I know.
What are you doing today? Anything fun?
I think I am, today I am hosting speed dating at the Saratoga Senior Center.
Oh.
Which is very fun. And then I think I'm going to try to go mountain biking after.
Oh, fun. Where do you mountain bike?
I think we're going to go up to Graphite Range.
Yay.
In Wilton. Yeah. Well, we have to do stuff during the week because the weekends are so rainy. So
take lots of pictures and video for me. We've been dying to get out there. Jesse's going to be doing a video series, I think, of like hiking, biking things to do in Saratoga.
Tell her to call me.
Yes, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's right by Artisanal. You're
Yes.
going to stop and get a beer?
Perhaps.
I love
You
that
know
for
me.
you. I love that for you. Well, enjoy your biking trip.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.
All right. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Please like, subscribe, rate, or review our show. Thank you.
This episode is sponsored by Finney Design Group. This podcast is produced by Discover Saratoga and Bright-Sided Media.